What's up, fellas? It's Metaferno here, and welcome to episode 3 of Tomodachi Life. And thank you guys so much for how well the last two videos did, especially the second one, and the 200 plus subscribers now. And thank you guys for all your comments and all that. It's just really cool. Oh, and also, if you're liking Tomodachi Life content on this channel, you should go check out my sister's channel, Shy Panda May. She started a series a little while back of her own for Tomodachi Life, and it's a series with more fictional series than just Sonic the Hedgehog. Has like My Hero and all that. So I would go check out that, you know, if you're interested in those types of things and all that. Or you just want more Tomodachi Life fun. And again, she's doing more than just Sonic, unlike me, which is only doing Sonic. So if you find that interesting, go check it out, probably here if I linked it, or it would be in the description. And also go subscribe while you're over there, please. That'd be pretty cool of you. Thank you. But in talking about all the comments that you guys did, if you saw the title of this video, we're adding in 16 more characters based off of your requests. And we're going to get into that into a second, on all the new ones I've added that you guys all wanted. But first off, we're going to talk about Sonic and Amy had a kid. So, you know, watch this right here quick, you know, a little montage of how that happened.
I've been imagining what life would be like if Sonic and I had a child. Might be nice. Might be great. Maybe. Surprise. We have a baby. It's a boy.
Oh, Jules.
Goo-goo. Chaos Emerald.
He
He
spoke.
spoke. Jules sure did grow up in a flash.
Hi, Metaforno. Wanna run around in circles with me?
So yeah, you know, they had a kid, and as you can see for now, I'm calling him Jules, named after Sonic's dad from Archie, or Jules Jr., or whatever you want to call it. But I need to ask you guys what you think of the kids on this island, because I'm already down to 30 Miis left, which I will still probably make a whole nother island to put even more Sonic characters in it and make it like Mobius 2, but we'll see. But I'm wondering if I should put the kids on that one, or let any kids that happen here. But, you know, leave your suggestion down in the comments. And as you can see, when he was born, he was literally just Sonic with like Amy's mouth and stuff. So I adjusted some things and added, you know, stuff here and there to make him look more like a mix of the two, like with the hair top and slightly lighter blue. And I think it turned out pretty good. But if you guys have got any suggestions for names or design changes for Amy and Sonic's kid, let me know down in the comments, you know. But yeah, that's Jules. So yeah, as you can see, you know, that happened. A couple other things happened, and we'll get into all that and solving a couple problems and just going around the island, of course, after I introduce you to our new cast of 16 plus Miis. That's a lot, you know, like not as many as the first video, but you guys had a lot of cool suggestions and I wanted to add them all in. So I'll be putting the comment that I saw first for any given character or who suggested it along with the character. And again, thank you guys so much for all the support on this. And thank you for all your suggestions. But let's get into it. So first off, suggested by Leah Loves Writing. Nice, thank you. we have all 3 of the Babylon Rogues, or Jet, Wave, and Storm. So of course I started with Jet here, you can see, and I think he turned out kind of great, not gonna lie. A lot of details just kind of worked out. The only one that's slightly odd is, like, you can see his mohawk goes forward. I couldn't find one that all flips back, but I still think it's really cool. And again, if you notice, like Vector, I put a mouth inside his beak area, so when he talks it does move a little bit, but it's a little funny looking. But Jet wasn't all that difficult at all. But we'll go to another view of Jet here in a sec. And as you can see here, we have the Jet Mii on the island, and so that you guys can see all around it really quick. Overall, not too difficult of a one, and I really like how the Jet Mii turned out. And, you know, tell me what you guys think of Jet being added to the island. Thank you, Leah Loves Writing. The next we have Wave, who is a little more complicated than Jet if you couldn't tell. I couldn't get the hair to be exactly what I wanted it to be. I used the 2 braids because they hang down lower, kind of like hers does. But overall, I think the body came out well and all that. And I used a custom beanie and stuff, and actual shades to kind of make her head look kind of right, you know? But yeah, maybe not as spot on as I thought how Jet turned out. But I still think Wave turned out pretty well. And as you can see here, Wave is already just kind of doing her own thing on the island. So we'll quickly watch this for, you know, Wave's introduction. And as you can see on the back, I did put the little tie so it does look kind of like a bandana thing she wears. And look at that, the ants like Wave too. How nice. But yeah, that is the Wave Mii. Maybe not as accurate as I would want it to be with some of the colors and the hairstyle and all that. But I still like how Wave turned out. Let me know what you think of Wave. Then here we have Storm, who is another big boy, just like Big. And I don't know why, but his face just worked out so well, especially his eyes. He looks really funny, but I think it's kind of fitting for Storm, because he's a little bit of a silly character. Overall, again, with like the other 2 Babylon Rogues, they're not too difficult overall. They're on the easier side of the ones I've done, but I like how Storm turned out, even if he's a little goofy looking. I think it's kind of endearing. But yeah, like the others, here we have Storm just mad chilling already on the island. But yeah, there's the back view a little bit. Try and do all the tails and as much back detail as I can. It doesn't always turn out the best, but yeah, that is the Storm Mii. Thank you so much for Leah Loves Writing for suggesting the Babylon Rogues. I think they're awesome additions to this island. Then next up, we have Vanilla the Rabbit, which I think turned out really great and was suggested by EnderYoshi98, with the suggestion that then Vector could fall in love with her, which I think is a really great suggestion. And funny thing about that, you know.
Who is that? Vanilla, huh? I think I'm falling in love with Vanilla. I looked into Vanilla's gentle eyes and fell madly in love. Oh, I can imagine us together. I could gaze into those eyes every day.
I was going to do this whole bit when I kept resetting the game until Vector fell in love with Vanilla, you know? But it only took me 3 times, and Vector locked the frick in and fell in love with her nearly instantly. So, my boy Vector is ready. But yeah, I thought that was a funny suggestion, so I was really trying to get this whole love at first sight thing to happen, so I may have manipulated the game a bit. But I thought it was too funny to pass up, and the fact it only happened in 3 tries I think is hilarious. But yeah, this is the Vanilla Mii overall, and you can see I think she turned out really great. It might have been a little easier than others because I had cream as the base. This is the Vanilla Mii. You know, she's kind of mopey right now. But yeah, that's the all-around look and all that, and you can see I think her outfit turned out one of the best of any of the characters that I've done in this whole thing yet. It's just really easy when she does actually wear a full dress like that. Is basically cream with some changes here and there, you know, to look like Vanilla. But yeah, Vanilla was a really fun one, and thank you EndoYoshi98 for the suggestion. I think it's a really fun one, and I hope my boy Vector can, really lock in here soon. Moving on to the next Mii. Then next up we have a suggestion from Hibiscus_EXE fan, which, sorry again if I mess up any of these names, I'll try my best. But yeah, he suggested 4 characters, so we're going to start off with for the one that he said is his favorite, which is Infinite, which I think Infinite was a really fun suggestion, and as you can see it was a little more fun to make this Mii happen, a little more wacky than some of the others. It's kind of like Metal Sonic. You see I had to make his skin red and all that to give him the look of the mask, and I think he turned out really cool. As you can see here, Infinite's having a bit of a problem, so let's give him a hand really quick. Actually, Metal Sonic, help a bro out. Just all in a day's work for Metal, And he also said that Metal was one of his favorite characters, so I thought it was funny Metal was just right there, or that Metal is his favorite and Infinite is the second, something like that. But yeah, thank you for that suggestion, and as you can see, here's the Infinite Mii. And I kind of think it's fun how he turned out. I do wish I could do like something so his skin wasn't red, because I feel like it would kind of be perfect then. But I do like how the Infinite Mii turned out. And him and Metal are already like very in sync. Then the next character that he suggested was Surge from IDW, which was a fun one to try. And you can see there's some liberties I had to take, especially with hair and all that. But I think she turned out pretty alright overall. But yeah, mainly that I could not find a single hair, kind of like with Blaze, that could do like her up ponytail thing. So I chose this dread here because it was the closest I could find that isn't just using the bun again. But I think it kind of gets the point across. Then you can see she has all the details like the earrings and her outfit and all that. And I think it turned out pretty alright. And as you can see here, she's just getting her daily stretches in, but this is what the Surge Mii looks like from all angles, And I do like how this one turned out, and I think Surge is a really cool character, so this was another cool suggestion. And here we have the last one suggested, which was, of course, Kit, because you can't have Surge without Kit. And Kit was an interesting one, because I tried to use an actual hairdo and stuff, and maybe I'll have to go back and change that and all. But I think it turned out pretty alright overall. And he's a little more of an interesting character, dead on the inside a little bit, something like that. So I gave him no shine in his eye. Kind of match how a lot of artists draw him and all that. Again, I don't know if you guys think I should change that or not, but we'll see. And as you can see here, we have Kit just next to Ocean, I guess, like he'd probably like to be, staring off into the distance. And as you can see on his back, I did do his little hydro pack, and I think it turned out pretty okay, pretty alright. Could be a little better, maybe a little more detail. Overall, I think Kit's a pretty decent one, but he might be on the weaker side of the ones I did, but I still like how he turned out. But yeah, that was Kit, and he's bored and wants some company. But yeah, thank you Hibiscus_EXE's fan for the suggestion of these 3. I think they're all 3 awesome additions to this island, and they're really fun to make. So now moving on to the next group. And then next we have a suggestion from Judith Davenport 5903, who really wanted Zaz. And honestly, I gotta give props for such a odd pick or an interesting character. Really cool if he's like your favorite, because I don't see many people actually choose Zaz. He was definitely the most different character I had to try and make. And as you can see here, he might be slightly scuffed. Especially I got his tongue out and I got the horns. His head had to be really low and it's wide open. And like with Vector and Jet and all the other bird characters and stuff, he also has a mouth inside his mouth. So some of the teeth and the tongue will kind of disappear and stuff when he talks and stuff. It was the only way I could think to do it without making it so he didn't have a mouth, which I find it more fun when they do. But yeah, he's definitely the quirkiest one I've done so far. And thank you for the really odd suggestion on that. So yeah, as you can see, this is what Zaz looks like from all, angles. I got his zigzaggedy tail and spikes and arm spikes and the neck spikes. But yeah, the Zaz one was a fun one to try because he's very much different than everybody else. Kind of like how Omega was, but in a more kind of wacky way. But yeah, thank you Judith Davenport 5903 for suggesting Zaz, and I hope he's up to your standard and that you like them. And then moving on now. So then we have the suggestion from Sarah Lee, It103, and it was to add in Sonia and Manic. And these were 2 I wanted to do myself, but was really excited that somebody suggested them because I think they're really cool characters. And as you can see here, I have Manic, who is a little easier because it is just Sonic green, but I lengthened his quills, added all his crazy hair spike, little earrings, and overall with the outfit and all that, I think it turned out pretty well. And I did do a thing I saw in a lot of fan art, because Manic and Sonia are from when they just had black eyes, you know, instead of any eye color. And I was just gonna go for like green or blue, but then I saw a lot of fan art. I can't point for the specific one I saw first, but I noticed a lot of it would do this thing when they all had a color representing another sibling, which I think was really cool. So Manic has like the maroonish or like, you know, pinkish red eyes for Sonia. Sonia has blue for Sonic, and Sonic has green for Manic. And I thought that was a really fun detail, so I decided to add it to these Miis. But yeah, you can see on the back, he just has longer quills than Sonic that poke through his, you know, like jacket or vest thing. But yeah, that's the Manic Mii. Nothing too complicated, but I was really excited to get Manic and Sonia. They're both really cool characters. I wish would be used again, but I don't even know how you would, I guess, exactly. But yeah, so moving on to Sonia next. And here we have the Sonia Mii, which was a little more complicated than the Manic or, you know, Sonic even, because I used Sonic as base, but you can see a lot of stuff needed to be changed. But again, like her big hair in the front and all that, I just made it kind of swoop and cover one side of the head. You can see some of the limitation of having the box with the hair being a little flat on top compared to what I would have probably liked it. But I also wanted the quills to go down a little bit. But I think in the end, she turned out super great. And again, like with Manic, I gave her the blue eyes to represent Sonic, because in all this fan art and stuff I've seen of characters and the love that they're giving through fan art and stuff, I did notice that trend, and it inspired me to do the same for these Miis. And I think blue looks really good with Sonia, you know, for color. And, you know, here's Sonia, which outfit is based off the show, along with the little piano necklace. Overall, I think she turned out well. I couldn't find shoes that exactly match what I want for her yet. But yeah, there's the all-around view of Sonia, and she just got up from a bench to go to another bench to fall back asleep again. She was sleeping on the first bench, and I had to wake up to interview her, and then she instantly went back to bed. You know what? Good on you, Sonia. But yeah, thank you so much, ShareLeak8103, for suggesting Sonia and Manic. They're really cool, and it was a really fun duo to do. Then next suggested from Alex Video Games and Long Plays was Mighty, Ray, Honey, and Cosmo. So another like 4 in 1, which I think all these were cool and fun idea to try. So we'll get started on all those suggestions. So first one I did was Mighty. And as you can see here, he's based off of more the reboot Archie modern Mighty, because I thought it would be pretty unique. I mean, you guys can discuss if you think I should change him to be more classic or traditional, but I thought giving him like the extra design details was really fun. And Mighty's a really cool character I wish they would use more, and I wouldn't mind if they use this kind of design. As you can see here, this is Mighty. He does have a tail, but you can barely see it in this lighting. That is the Mighty Mii overall, and like, goodness, I might need to leave Mighty alone for a bit. You know what? We'll move on to the next guy. Mighty, you keep doing what you're doing. So moving on from Mighty to let him do what he's doing, we of course have Ray, which I also went off the Archie reboot design for Ray because I thought it was really fun. It makes him look pretty, you know, wholesome looking with like the goggles and the hair tuft, and especially the scarf I think is a nice touch. Overall, I think Ray was one of the simpler Miis I had to do this whole video, but I still really like how it turned out. And as you can see here, Ray is just Mad just chilling on the beach, unlike his friend who's screaming out into the ocean constantly. But yeah, you can see his tail's a little weird. Wait, well, never mind then, I guess. Mighty and Ray I just cut from the same cloth. You know what? You two, you know what? Neither of you change. You guys are a perfect duo for this team up. So yeah, I will introduce them later. They haven't introduced yet, but I can only tell you they're probably going to be really good pals, because Ray and Mighty are much more similar than I first expected. But yeah, that was the Ray and Mighty Miis. Now moving on to somebody not hopefully screaming off into the sea. So then the next character that they suggested was Honey, which you can see here, I think was one of the more complicated ones I had to do this time, but I honestly think she turned out pretty great overall. Like, it was a lot of figuring out with like so many triangles, but I really like how it turned out in the end, and I gave it a bit more of a mischievous mouth, the little teeth and all that. I did use Blaze as a base because she was the other cat I had, but Honey is very different from how Blaze is, as you can see. Yeah, here's Honey. From all angles you can see she has a tail. Poor Honey. But yeah, Honey is a fun character to do because other than Archie, she hasn't ever really been used again, since Sonic the Fighters made her. But I think she's a really fun character. I hope that IDW or something could bring her back, along with a lot of these guys. And that's why all these suggestions have been fun, because there's a lot of characters from all throughout the whole entire Sonic franchise, and I think Honey's a really fun one. And then the last character that Alex here suggested was Cosmo, which is a very unique character, kind of like Zaz. She's completely different, and you can see I built her eyes using the Mii Maker, but I really like how Cosmo turned out. She's like very wholesome looking, and Cosmo's a really fun character because she's so different, and the fact that she has never been used since Sonic X or acknowledged at all. I don't know, I just think it was a really fun suggestion, and overall I think the Mii turned out one of the better ones in this video, personally, just for like the look. I kind of like how it all turned out using the actual eyes, added little details on the cheeks, and made the dress as accurate as I could. And as you can see here, we have the Cosmo Mii, who's now staring down a wave, but before that, that's what she looks like from all around. Yeah, I think she turned out pretty adorable, but I guess we'll see how she wants to interact with Wave. Not the first person I thought Cosmo would try and be friends with, but kind of funny. Nice. But yeah, that is the Cosmo Mii. And thank you, Alex's Video Games and Long Plays, for suggesting all 4 of these. I think they're all awesome additions to this island. And then the last 2 characters that I have for today were suggested by Rada Chilla, and it was Scourge and Fiona from Archie, which I think is a really fun idea, and they said that they could probably make a good couple, which I do think is probably going to be true. They kind of were a power couple, even if it was like maybe bad or not in the comics. So here's the Scourge Mii, and as you can see, he was on the easier side because I mostly painted Sonic green. I adjusted his eyes to be a little more angry. I had the shades, and if you notice, I left the lines in the back of the shades so it looks kind of see-through, and I think it turned out pretty nice. And then just gave him his jacket and scars. But overall, not the most complicated, but I mean, it is what Scourge is, and I think it turned out well in this. All angles, But yeah, pretty simple, but I think it turned out, bless you, great, You just Sonic but green, but that is what Scourge is, but the personality is kind of what brings it, to a different kind of thing in general, how much different he is than Sonic. But I think he's a really fun one to add. Moving on to Fiona now, and as you can see here, she's a little more complicated than Scourge was. I did use tails as a base. If you can tell, the ears were not changed, but everything around it was, obviously, I guess. But yeah, a lot of those like hairs coming out the back and stuff kind of work well with the back hair, and she has a bow, and it just so happens to be a Mii hair with a bow, so that worked out great. Then a really big like triple bang thing she has compared to like Tails or Amy. I think all turned out pretty well overall. Then it's just a little shading here and there, giving a slightly darker eyelids to give her like more aggressive or slightly meanish kind of look to her, and a smirk because I thought it fit her personality well. Her outfit was not that difficult either, other than just doing that belt thing. But yeah, here's the Fiona Mii from all angles. And you can see her tail's kind of weird in there. I kind of had to bend it around stuff. Probably should fix that, but I still think it looks pretty good. And I think she turned out pretty well overall. But yeah, this is the Fiona Mii, and I think she kind of nailed the aesthetic I was going for Fiona. But yeah, thank you Rada Chilla for suggesting Scourge and Fiona. I think they're going to be a pretty fun duo on this island. Well, that is all the 16 characters that I've made for this video, and again, thank you guys for how awesome you all were on the last video and all the suggestions and stuff. It's been a lot of fun, and it took me a little bit to make all of them, but hopefully I can get another one of these episodes out next Friday, because I'm trying to post every Friday. And if you do have more suggestions, you can leave them in the comments, but I do have only 30 slots left, and that's where I kind of mentioned I gotta think about if I want to move kids to a different island. If anything, I'm going to definitely make a second island if we cap this one off, because making the Miis is really fun, and I think I could at least do it to make, more Sonic characters. But if you do have any more you want to see how I make them as Miis, just leave them down in the comments, and I'll probably get to them eventually. But yeah, that's all 16 of these new islanders and stuff. in, I guess, Mobians, and I'm going to do what we do in every episode and kind of just go around the island, solve a couple problems, see what's going on with the characters and some of the relationship, all that good stuff, and then I'll probably play a little montage of silly stuff at the end, like every episode. But if you just came to see the new Miis, thank you guys for watching that, and now we're going to get into the whole seeing how everybody's doing part. Okay, so if you couldn't tell by the scene change or from the whole first half of this video, I lost all the audio for this video, which really sucks, and it kind of messed with the Mighty and Ray thing, but I left it in there because it was funny. But it kind of made the whole rest of this video unusable, where I mostly just went around and solved a couple problems like I did in the second episode and first, and got everybody to start meeting each other. Not too much happened, luckily, from that last stuff, other than Antoine fell for Bunny, which is nice. And Sonic and Tails had a huge argument, and they made up. But those were the really big things that happened. So as you can see, it's a different time in a new day, and I'm refilming this to have this in the video. Kind of sucks I lost all that, but we're going to check in on the island either way, so we'll do it now. So Jules, what you got going
metaphor
on
no.
here?
All I want right now is noodles.
That's oddly specific. But okay, here you go.
Yum.
Hey, he did want noodles, I guess. You know what? Nice. Okay, going around. Oh, Vector needs a little cheer up. We
Hey
just
there.
quickly do that. Nice. As you can see, he's already ready to risk it all for Vanilla, which is really funny. Maybe we should go grab Vanilla quick, just to see. Oh wait, before that, what's this about?
Kelly Grant Bluebill and Clues.
Okay.
So I said, Captain Lopa.
Great to meet you. I'm Marine.
Oh, so you're Marine. I'm
Marine
Sally.
totally interrupting
Don't
this
forget it.
conversation.
Maybe you could hang out in my room sometime.
Oh snap. I guess Marine got that charm or something. That's pretty funny. Making friends all over the place. Poor Amy. Okay, so back to... Oh my word, there's so many little things happening. We're first gonna get...
How about trading a plan? The tank is as a Malbrin.
Ah. He's too locked in with the conversation right now.
Kelly dreamt Bluebill and Clues. So I said, Captain
Ah.
Snowbrin, Gamble,
I see.
tomorrow.
Well, I guess we'll leave them for right now, but that's pretty funny. Now, Big needs a little help, so, you know what? Knuckles, lend Big a hand.
Is this some kind of bit? Gravity wins again. Please tell no one this happened to me. No big deal.
Nice. Oh man, there is still more, but what does Fiona have going on?
Good evening. I'm craving some good bread.
Everybody's so hungry right now. Well, sorry, this is the closest thing I got right now. Hopefully it satisfies you. Oh, I guess it did. You know, while we're here, we should get them to see each other again. They already have been acquainted before, but maybe see if anything else happens.
Good evening, Scourge.
Fiona, hey there.
Right in the
Well,
background.
Come on now.
Oh, they're just gonna
Right
hang
now.
out.
Don Golava Detective Work Prep Duetto. Sifu, Boodle. Kiki Lala Blambo. Single Jab Etcha. Grandma.
Well, you know what? You guys keep doing that. Then, let's have you meet Ray.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Honey.
Nice to meet you, honey. I'm Ray.
Just trying to get, more people to know each other and all that. Makes it a little more fun.
Storm Rebel.
Oh,
Freedom Fighters Edition.
never mind. Ray
Can we
does
talk
not
about
like
this some
honey
other
at
time?
all.
Honey,
That's rough. Oh, they... Oof. That's a tough one, honey.
I'm feeling a bit down.
Ray, that was cold, Ray. Yeah, we'll just quickly cheer these two up.
I've heard rumors about buried treasure somewhere on the island. I'm feeling a little upset.
No, yeah, I can see. There you go. Come on. There we go. Silver's upset too. Man, everybody's just upset on this island right now.
I'm not feeling like myself. I'll be
And as you
fine,
can see,
though.
Silver and Blaze are in a relationship. I don't remember if that was mentioned at any point else in this video. Like I said, I lost the original video. But yeah. If I didn't put it in the video yet, I'll put how that happened here.
I knew it. I'm in love with Silver. I want to shout it from a mountaintop. To go on a date with Silver. I can't hold back my feelings for Silver. I need to tell him how I feel. So, the truth is, you see, so, Silver, I'm in love. I'm in love.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. I'm totally in love with the view from here too.
So lovely. Actually, that's not what I was going to say. Silver, I'm in love with you. Can we go on a date? Hold it right there. The one who truly loves Silver is me. I confessed my feelings first. That means I love Silver the most. Silver, which of us do you choose?
I'm so glad you feel the same, Blaze.
But yeah, Silver and Blaze are together, and I'm pretty okay with that. I'm kind of just going with whatever, you know, ships and stuff I like, or relationships I find cool. That's kind of what I'm going with, but if you guys have any suggestions, you can leave them in the comments too. Oh man, Kit has something going on? Kit and Jet, now that's a funny pair.
Pardon me, could I have a moment? My name is Kit.
Hey, Kit.
It is
I'm
interesting
Jet.
to just kind of watch what they do, you know, on these Tomodachi Life Islands. They
Chaos
just kind of
Emerald
start
watched out of that.
interacting with each other, and that's always fun.
That's Chaos Emerald on its server.
Hey, that went better than most of the conversations today, I guess.
Baby Comogram.
Okay, and Vector's upset. You know what? This will totally help cheer you up. Vanilla, you got this.
Are those?
Okay, whoops,
Footprints?
you got this.
Whoa. Check out the shooting stars, Vector.
Oh, I've never gotten this one before.
Where, exactly?
Well, they were quite pretty.
Oh, that was nice. I've never actually seen that little cutscene before. I mean, he didn't help her. She didn't help him out, but that was really cute. I guess we can give him a hand quick.
I'm feeling a little upset.
And let's see. Oh, you know what?
What?
Mighty, you should meet Knuckles before this video ends.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Mighty. Hey,
These two are always a fun
you
pair,
said Mighty.
being like the bruises
well,
or
I'm
powerhouses.
Knuckles.
And what does
Oh,
Eggman
we
want?
traveled to Shamal with him. Yim,
He's standing very
wow.
uncomfortably close.
Minatoto Blat. Kapka, Stamby.
Nice. And what does Antoine need?
Do you have a moment?
Where did I bury that treasure?
I would just love it
Of
if there were a
course.
public bench right here.
As in, if you couldn't tell, they've done most of the decorating so far, and I'm definitely going to have to go and fix it, but knock yourself out, Antoine. They always ask for the silliest things in the silliest spots, it feels like, though.
Well, that's a big improvement.
If you say so. If you say so, Antoine. Okay, and what is... Manic is just drawing himself in the sand.
Not a bad self-portrait.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, we should have you interact with somebody. Come on, there's gotta be somebody around here. You know what? Interact with Omega.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Manic. Manic. Hiya. My name's Omega.
Man, it would be really interesting to have Manic and Sonya in the actual games now to interact with characters like this, or at least even in IDW. Again, really cool characters that I kind of forgotten now, I guess. But I guess that makes sense. Still sucks though. And look at this entire gang here. We got two people eavesdropping. Oh. I think Vanilla is just afraid. And like I said, these two are together, you know, now on this island, so I'm assuming they're meeting up for a date or something.
Green Hill, what Narble Plummy Durgo
Nice.
Rabbit Soul Dimension, Twani Namuzi. Rabbit Soul Dimension.
Well, isn't that
Twani
just...
Namuzi.
That's just nice and
Don't go have a
wholesome.
detective work, Prep Sueto.
Okay, and... Okay, Zaz, what are you... Yeah, Zaz, you know what? You should hang out with Tails, because Tails looks really lonely right now.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Zaz. Oh, so you're Zaz. I'm Tails. Don't forget it.
Nice. Okay, Tails, does this conversation go well? Tails is pretty good at
Hello,
just
Tails.
shooting people
Is
down
that
really
Sonic
quickly.
Shirotzi? So first, limit tuna with Jack Dumbo, Bart.
You know what? He vibes with Zaz, though. That's really fun. Maybe you should do something with Jet.
Good evening.
Oh, they're
Jet.
just going to become friends by themselves? That's kind of sick.
Do you feel like talking
What
about
would they talk about, though?
a Master Emerald?
I mean, okay, they are thieves.
Sure. But let me ask you this. Someone offers you a large Master Emerald or a small Master Emerald.
I would
Which one are you going with?
sure hope the big one,
Oh,
right?
well, I guess I'm going with the large Master
Exactly.
Emerald.
You know, I also would just be a
Right.
Chaos Emerald.
Of course you would. Everybody knows an Uber-sized Master Emerald is
See,
the only choice.
Jet
Now I
gets
know
it,
I
you
can
know?
trust you. Wave.
I could sit here and talk about a
know,
gigantic
it's actually
Master
really
Emerald
cool
for
that
hours.
They're
Wanna
just
be
becoming friends like that. And I
I
didn't have to
think we
push
are
it too
friends
hard. I've
now.
only ever made them interact twice. So that's kind of nice. Well, there we go. We're already starting off the Babylon Rogues. We just gotta get Storm to be friends with both of them now.
Can you believe Jet and I became friends over a huge Master Emerald?
I could listen to Wave talk
Yeah,
all
I
day
guess.
and never get bored.
That's really funny, but... Okay, who haven't we visited with out of the new gang? Ooh, Infinite. We haven't done anything with Infinite or Storm yet. We should really check.
Oh,
Oh yeah, if you see his void room.
good evening.
So what's up?
I've got time to kill. I could use some good books to read.
Okay, let's see what we got. Here you go, Infinite. Riddle book. Maybe he'll like this. I didn't think Infinite would instantly want books, but it's kind of funny. Hey, He seems satisfied, so that's nice. Let's just see if he actually reads it right away. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Says here, how many squares do you see?
You know what? Good on you, Infinite. You keep reading that book. Like I said before, should interact with Storm really quick. Whoops.
Oh, what do you need?
Here, we need you to get another buddy.
I've got you.
Let's see. Big the cat. He can be your
What?
buddy. Sorry, Big.
We haven't met yet, have we? My name is Storm. Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, Vector.
Storm.
I'm a little busy.
I'm big. Stormful.
Nice. And
Rabbit Golden and Chip.
oh, they just.
Master Emerald. What Narble
Yeah,
Pond
Ray and
Durgo
might
Break?
have already kind of hidden it
Howard,
off,
what
which is
Narble
nice.
Pond Durgo Break? No, that is.
And what's. Oh my.
I'm a buckle. Tornado saw Hanji Klossman yesterday. Then see Tancha. 1 to 4 of the
Oh, Jules was just eavesdropping or something.
Oh, he traveled the Shamal with
Okay, Metal. Okay, Metal.
And that's a twin doodle at Sepulpac, Granji.
And he's just warming up.
With the Granby.
But I always find these funny. Okay, and then maybe I'll play Vector's game in a sec. I'm gonna check who haven't we talked to yet. Oh, we haven't talked to a couple of them, so let's see what Surge is up to. Just mad chillin'. But we're gonna interrupt that and send it to me, Sonia. Because we haven't interacted with both of them yet. Maybe they could be friends.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Serge.
Nice to meet you, Serge. I'm Sonia.
But yeah, two really fun characters to add to this island, and I am interested in how they'll interact with a ton of the characters.
Sparkle, live concert video Renzi, live concert video com.
Okay. Nice. Just trying to get as many people familiar with each other as we can, you know, to
Now I'm
start
closer
things
with
off.
Sonia.
Really.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, the little quirks I do love, and I like trying to make them fit the character now. So definitely with Surge, I feel like it's got to be something like this one or this one. Because all these don't fully match what I think. I think I'm going to give the Get Hyped one or the Confident one, but I'll go with Hype for now, but if you guys think there's a better one you would give, just let me know.
Oh, I feel a little different.
Nice. And like I said, before I end this video of messing around, we've got to interact with everybody at least once. I will quickly just help Manic out here.
I'm feeling a bit down.
I got you. Okay, we haven't interacted with Cosmo, I think is the last one, so let's see what Cosmo's problem is.
Good evening. I could go for some fruit right about now.
Everybody is hungry. But here, have some watermelon.
Yum.
Nice. And one last thing before we get into the end of this video, I'm gonna try, oh. I gotta give her, one of the quirks really quick. For Cosmo, I definitely... I think this one actually works really well. But yeah, like I was saying, before I get into the end part of this video, I'm gonna try one more time because the first time we recorded
I
this,
feel like I'm getting closer to
I
who
tried to have
truly
Tails
am.
and Cosmo meet. Mind you, Tails does have a crush on Cream right now, but he like completely ghosted Cosmo when I did that the first time. So as you can see, they're just getting familiar. But I'm gonna try it one more time to see if they have a nice interaction.
How are you faring, Tails?
Hey, Cosmo. How about trading a plan?
Maybe they could grow, you know, a little bit. Maybe
Emerald Red.
he doesn't ghost her instantly. Yeah. You know what? That was much better than the first time they met. But, yeah. So as you can see, a lot more islanders. Okay, back there. I'll play your game really quick.
Let's play coin spin together.
Like I mentioned this in the first time, before I lost the footage, I always spin
What do you think it'll
tails
be?
in
Heads
real
or
life
tails?
and in this game because of Sonic, even if that's cringe or
Tails?
not. It's
Huh?
just how I do it.
Well, let's see if you're right.
Dang. Yeah, that's rough, but, you know, it can't be helped. Dang. Okay, I gotta focus for a little bit. There's more problems going on, but I'm gonna get into the end part of this episode of Tomodachi Life. With, like you see, I've added all the 16 extra Miis, and from now on I'll probably do 3 an episode, or less or more, depending. But I only have 30 Miis left I can put in this island, but like I mentioned before in the video, I'm definitely going to be starting more Sonic Islands if I get more suggestions, because making the Miis is really fun. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that over time, but the next episode, if it comes out next week, is definitely only going to have 3 more if there's suggestions, or if I come up with them myself. But also, one thing I want to do before the next episode, as you could see throughout this episode, I do have this little living area, and I've extended the Eggman area and all that to be a little bigger, and I have this completely dead area. I'm going to start adding in zones for people to live in, and I might have to resize these to fit more in and all that, but like how the main area here is Green Hill, I'm going to be making these other zones. So for this episode, I'll probably put a poll out too if I get the chance, but I'm going to ask you, what zones do you guys want to see, and see if I can recreate. If not, like I said with this poll, I'm going to get 4 suggestions of my own that you guys can vote on, and we'll do the one that wins number 1 first for next episode, if it does. If not, I'll pick one myself, or we'll see if there's some cool suggestions. But the 4 zones I have for this first poll is Sweet Mountain from Sonic Colors, City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2, Music Planet from Sonic Advance 2, and Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure. Those were 4 I thought were really unique compared to what I already have, even if Emerald Coast is just a beach, but making a whole area that is, and trying to make the little resort and stuff could be fun. But yeah, out of those 4, leave a comment down below, or if I get a poll out, you can vote on that too, for what one you think would be the coolest, you know? But yeah, that has been this episode of Tomodachi Life, and like I said, with losing all that recording and stuff, sorry if this episode feels a little more scattered and all. I hope at least the Miis I made at the beginning were fun to watch. But yeah, just going around, checking in on everybody, and adding in 16 brand new friends definitely adds a lot of more chaos and factors to the island, which is fun. But like I said before, if you have any more suggestions for characters, leave them down below. I'll keep making islands if I keep getting too many, and we'll see how many are on this island, and you know, I can fit. And like I said, you can suggest zones too, or even items you want to add. Because I did add in Sonic's necklace and Yacker, but I lost my original footage for that, but I did give them to both of them. Or sorry, I lost the original audio for that, and I did give it to both of them. I might have a little footage here as 2 new items, but of course, that all got messed up. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions for really anything, just leave them down below. And again, one last time, thank you guys so much for how well the Tomodachi Life videos have been doing. The support's awesome, and all the suggestions and comments make it a lot of fun. And thank you to every single one of you that suggested characters to add a little more pizzazz to the island. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys like this little celebration of 200 plus subscribers and this Tomodachi Life video success. Thank you so much for all of that, and I thought this was a fun little way to say thank you. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later, and God bless.
Chaos Emerald.
Sure, I'm in. Wait, has there been some kind of news on that front or something?
You haven't heard?
They found an ancient Chaos Emerald here on Mobius that's supposedly 500 years old.
I wear short sleeves year round.
Your ultimate attitude is enough to keep you warm.
Coats are for suckers.
I can make training card booster packs after just one.
No way. That's so sick.
But how did you know the next one doesn't have a rare card?
I've got $2 bills.
Those aren't worth as much as you think.
They're worth less than $2. I like your vibe, Shadow.
Here I go.
On 3, say which one of us comes to mind when you think of a charmer. 1, 2, 3. Me. You.
Stretch. Side stretch.
Sure, that's just a fake rumor. What?
The end of the show.